Mr. Kanwaljit Java, President Rama, Mr. Mihir, President Rata, Mr. Gurmeet Sethi, former President Rama, Mr. Mukundan Menon, Vice President, Mr. Urvish Shah, National Secretary from Ahmedabad of Rata, Mahindra, who is the member executive committee, Mr. Ashish, Mr. Amit Goel, Samir Bhargavji, and gentlemen. It's my pleasure to welcome you all today for this momentous occasion when we sign an MOU between Rama and Rata. One very significant accomplishment of Rama during the past 2 years has been its outreach. Mr. Java, President Rama has immense stress on the aspect that it is not by working in silos, but by collaboration and cooperation, working in synergy with like-minded organizations, that we can achieve better results, not only in policy advocacy, getting our points through to, but also for mutual growth, not only of the industry, the larger interest of nation building. So on this occasion, I would welcome you all. I now request Mr. Urvi Shah to say a bit forward. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Welcome. Good afternoon. Welcome you all. First, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome Mr. Kanwaljit Java, President of Rama and Chairman and Managing Director of Daikin India. And one big thing, he's a member of the board of Daikin Japan, only person outside the Japan who is a member of the Daikin Japan board. I welcome Mr. Gurmeet Singh, immediate past President of Rama, Chairman and Managing Director of Johnson Controls, Hitachi Air Conditioning. All the dignitaries from Rama. I also take this opportunity to welcome Rata President, Mr. Mihir Sangvi, who is Managing Director of Aura Engineering. Our visionary immediate past President, Mr. Ajit Panikar, who is the Managing Director of Nova HVAC, all dignitaries from Rata. Ajit Panikar is a person who has scaled up Rata from pre-pandemic 300 companies to today 1500 plus companies. Thank you, Ajit, for all your efforts and the teamwork. Myself is Urvi Shah. I'm a National Secretary for Rata and I own a company called Thandak Projects. Also welcome Mr. Amit Goel, who is the Business Reach Out Chairman for the Rata, and Mr. Ashish Gupta, he is the Vice President of Rata Delhi. Friends, also I welcome all the viewers who has joined us today from YouTube digitally, invested their time to be a part of a historical moment in the field of, in the industry of HVAC&R, where two giants, mainly Refrigeration Air Conditioning Manufacturing Association and Air Conditioning Trades Association. The difference is of one letter, manufacturing trades. Manufacturers are all OEMs and trades are all the MS who are the part of this MOU. We are today signing an MOU, both the association with the one specific purpose, how to grow our industry, how to address the challenges jointly facing in the industry and scale up the business. And for this one common aim, we'll be working together, and for that we are signing MOU today. Before we sign MOU, I would rather request Mr. Java-san to please address us.
Thank you, Mr. Shah. My dear friends sitting here on my right, on my left, on this dais, and also I'm told that many members are connected online. Namaskar to all of you. I'm indeed very delighted. When actually Mr. Gurmeet Singh gave me the reins of Rama, to me and Mr. Mukundan, we started working on this background of that, how to grow the market, to create the market. Let me tell you, gentlemen, and maybe if some ladies are also sitting there, the whole thing, the background was that, for many, many years or many, many decades, I would say, the industry has not been taken very seriously by the government. And during COVID or just pre-COVID, I still remember the incidents when Mr. Gurmeet Singh was the president. I called him one day in Ahmedabad and I said that, DPIT is very keen that, that this industry should be looked into because this industry has a lot of potential. Maybe they did some survey. So when Mr. Gurmeet Singh went and met those authorities and gave the projections that, what is China and what is India, I think the gap was very, very big. And I think that started the ball rolling. And in the last 2.5 years or 3 years, we have moved quite a bit. And I think that in one of the meeting, I met Mr. Ajit also. And Mr. Ajit actually pointed out that maybe SMEs have not been taken care of. So I told him that, look, the collective power can actually only achieve the Rama vision. The Rama vision was very, very clear that this industry had a potential to take the industry to 10x. And how do you do that? So I requested him that look at that what has been done for you. If you look at the mission was that, Rama had given a commitment along with the government that market can grow from 25,000 crores to 1 lakh crore. And that mission was very clearly, we laid down the action plan that it can only happen when the industry works together. And that is how we started taking many associations with us, be it CW, be it SIAMA, be it SOCHAM, be it CII. And I was actually on the SOCHAM function yesterday, the annual function. Everyone from the top is talking today, collaboration, collaboration, and collaboration. The collective power only can take us out of this situation. And my dear friends, this is the time when the turbulence is all over the world. On one side, when you see US polarization, the other side, you see China, lowest GDP, and also the antipathy, what they have created against India. At the same time, crisis in the Europe. So this is the time. So I'm very, very delighted to actually see many of my friends have been talking in the past. And this discussion really started when Kalyan Raman actually talked to me about 2 years back that, Rata is also getting a power. And, if we join hands with them, I think we can take the industry to level next. In this 1 lakh crore, the mission was quite clear that 4 lakhs unit locally, 24 million and 16 million for exports. Now, this can only happen when we work on many, many missions together. Government of India today wants us to look at that very seriously on localization, creating ecosystem, and ecosystem cannot be created by only the large manufacturers. So this is a very, very welcome step which Ajit started, and then now Mihir is actually signing that, or what Gurmeet ji started, and me and Mr. Menanan are taking that. Menanan is taking that step forward. So I wish you all the very best. There are many, many great opportunities, and I think India is a treasure. India is ready as a country, and if we work together, I think we can take this industry to level next. Thank you very much.
Now, may I request? May I request Gurmeet Singh ji to please address us.
So good afternoon, everyone who are present here, as well as people who are watching us on YouTube on this live telecast. So just a couple of words. First of all, congratulations to the presidentship and vice president, also the Rata, for coming to this today's program with a clear-cut defined signing of an MOU. This started, we did talk about it. We did have some initial discussions about 3 years back when Ajit was there, so looking after Rama. We thought of signing something, but the proof of the pudding is, and that's why this congratulations to what is happening today. I think the biggest thing that we have to really think about is that while we have to do an air conditioners, how do we make them entirely over here? Today, when we say we make everything here, is actually a notional thing, and I think the government has realized that sooner than what we thought it will. You all would recall there is a statement of Mr. Piyush Goyal, the minister, talking about automobile industry, in which how the automobile industry is actually claiming to be indigenized to this extent, but when you go a level 1 or 2 down below that, is actually still a very high level of imports. So that's the role I am visualizing for Rata, where the entire ecosystem of components come into the system, where we are able to contribute everything into the system from India. Now, there are challenges, always have been, and will in future also continue, whether it's all the challenges of technology, whether it is the challenge of costing, pricing, but I think we will all overcome that with the intent that we have today. So it's a great occasion. I think it cannot be a more future looking MOU, if there was any, than what is being signed today. My congratulations once again.
Now may I request the President of Rata, Mr. Mihir Sanghvi, to address us, please.
Thank you, Ravish Bhai. Greetings, namaskar to all my friends who are sitting here and all my friends who are offline. It is indeed a pleasure and honor to address all of you. What a historic day we are having. You heard Gurmiji, you heard Java-san speak about it. It is a great day where two big organizations, one representing OEMs and one representing MSMEs, they are coming on a common platform for a common cause. And it cannot be better day for the Indian HVAC&R industry. A sunrise industry which is slated to grow 8 times in next 2 decades. You heard the numbers. 15% CAGR, we are almost growing, going to be in next 7 years reaching $30 billion. And this is the kind of industry what we are looking at. Now, are we prepared for it? You heard Gurmiji what he spoke about. It has to be a collaborative approach, where the OEMs and the MSMEs, they hold each other's hand and they start working to create a better ecosystem. Not to forget, with this kind of exponential growth, with our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji's vision, we also want to attain carbon neutrality by 2070. We are talking of one side exponential growth, other side we are talking of disruptive technologies, lots and lots of new technologies coming into picture, lots and lots of new R&D which will be required to be done, and lots of skill development which will be required to be done. Now, this cannot be done by an individual or any association working in silos. This is the time for a collaborative approach, what exactly Java-san spoke about. This is time we all will have to move forward, create a better business ecosystem. Skill development, that is going to be the prime focus area. I think that's what even Java-san is also thinking very strongly. Even Rata, all of us are also thinking very strongly. This is the area which needs to be addressed. Again, breaking it into 2 aspects. How do you upgrade the current skill which is available in the industry, and how do you attract fresh youngsters, fresh blood, dynamic thought processes, and the talents into the industry? We will have to change the perception of this industry, make it literally a cool industry to be in. And that's how the change is going to come in. We will have to really create amazing skill development programs to ensure that the kind of growth what we are projecting or the kind of disruption that is going to happen in the technology, that is being addressed to. Point number 2, India's vision is going to be Make in India. If you have to have Make in India, you have to have a better business ecosystem. You have to have better cash flow management that needs to be done across the system, right from the OEMs to down the line to MSMEs. Then only this kind of exponential growth can be addressed. Third point, down the line into the chain, do we have that kind of growth or that kind of potential which needs to be tapped? We'll have to make the inroads, and I think that's where Rata perhaps will really make a difference with reaching out to 7,000 MSMEs across the length and breadth of India, and that's where Rata will have to pitch in. At the same time, Rama will have to guide, and that's two of us with a collaborative approach. We will be able to do much more. Third and the last, what we have to discuss about and what we have to address is that how do we involve, just rather than making just an MOU, how do we create this movement together that this becomes an ecosystem of our country and we actually look at being one plus of China. Rather, can we have that China is looked at as one plus of India? So if this collaborative approach happens, if we can ensure the technology, and if we can ensure the skill development, and if we can ensure the right kind of training given to this industry, sky's the limit. I'm very sure we will be able to set to achieve what we can. This today's historical day, I'm very sure, will redefine the entire dynamics of the trade. Collectively, this approach will change the face of Indian HVAC&R industry, and at the same time, we will be able to change the face of the nation. That's what I very strongly feel about. With this, I thank you, Java Saab. I thank you, the entire team of Rata and Rama, who have ensured the steps were taken by Gurmeet ji and Ajit. And today, I think Java Saab and myself, Mihir, both of us, we are able to conclude this dream and let us work forward. Thank you. Jai Hind.
So good afternoon, all the dignitaries on the dais and in this room, and the viewers who are online. So I think this industry is poised for major growth, 25,000 crores to 100,000 crores. So we're talking about a quantum jump. The recognition of this industry as a sunrise industry is very welcome. The PLI benefits have come to the manufacturers. The rest of the ecosystem also should benefit from this. The option of India, the opportunity that India holds in terms of being an export hub is something which we're looking at. The opportunities that many of the organizations are getting, it, especially market now because of the dependence on, less dependence on oil, wanting to go for heat pumps. That's a huge opportunity all Indian manufacturers can look at. So this all can happen only when we work as a team. 25 to 30 manufacturers and the reach of 1,500 to 6,000, what you said, MSMEs. This will create that ecosystem. And I'm certain that if we do it in a collaborative manner, we'll be able to certainly challenge our neighboring country in terms of being certainly one of the top players in this space. This collaborative approach will make a huge difference. As Mihir was mentioning, this industry needs to be made cool. It certainly was not. And I think here is an opportunity with young blood. I think we will be able to get more youngsters into this industry, which is very important for us to grow as in India. So hearty congratulations to all of us, and looking forward to this momentous occasion. Thank you, everyone. Yeah.
Friends,
Sorry. One couple of points which I forgot to make. One is this industry will definitely, as you very rightly pointed out, the export opportunity which comes into picture, that needs to be addressed. Another is GST rationalization. That is something I think as a collectively, as an industry, we need to reach out to the government. And last but not the least, PLI 2.0. I think these are the 3 points which definitely needs to be addressed in this. And I'm very sure we'll be able to make a difference. Yeah, Urish bhai, over to you.
friends, in starting, I shared about the Ajit Panikar, very visionary immediate past president. Today, he's right here, sitting at the back, handling the digital platform, and we are sitting on the dais. May I request Ajit Panikar, please come forward and address us.
So I guess when you're a not-for-profit organization, you got to actually take certain certain things with a little bit of humility. So thank you very much. I guess the motivation for most of us, as I explained earlier, comes from the opportunity that's in front of us. And I think at the association, we see this whole opportunity as national wealth. And as Indian entrepreneurs, at Rata, we're only asking one question. Can I get a fair playing ground to get a fair share? We don't want subsidies. We don't want any benefits. We don't want anything. Just a fair playing ground so that we can get a slice of that national wealth. And I guess at Rata, that's the purpose. That's the mission, that how do we collaborate with each other? How do we actually get together so everyone grows? The industry grows, and as MSMEs, we can also grow, not just in India, but look ourselves as a global player. So this is fantastic. This is a momentous occasion. Thank you, gentlemen, for actually taking the initiative. Gurmeet ji, you started it. Thank you, Mr. Java-san. And I think it's fabulous for me. I'm very happy that this has happened today. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, please, always.
No, I know what you're trying to say, but let me also tell you that if you had asked me the same question maybe 5 years back, I was not prepared probably to give you an answer. But today, I think the entire country is looking at that approach. If you look at what is the Prime Minister's vision or his mission, what are his ministers are talking about? The skill, scale, and sustainability. And I think the time is just right. You are in the right industry at the right time, and probably in the right country, which is not only looking at make in India, make for exports. You have touched exports hub. And, I think if you see the mobile industry today, we are the largest exporters. There used to be 850 garages in China, which have moved to India. Today, India has become the largest exporter on mobile. Everybody looks at it. You see auto components, the way it has gone up. This skill development also, everyone has realized, and my own colleague, Mr. Gandhi, is sitting here. Many a times, I think we have been talking this for the last almost 40 years. I'm in this industry I'm talking about. But I think everyone now has realized, and skill enhancement can only be done when you have collaborative jugalbandi. Your Prime Minister is also talking sabka saath, sabka vikas, right? I think he's also saying that yahi samay hai, sahi samay hai. Whether it is, investor road shows are required, or more and more center of excellences are required, or, the most important thing, if we have to do what we are expected to do, that eco-vendor system. I'm very glad that, today more people are taking active participation from compressor side, from the creating ecosystem, whether it is copper tube or whether it is now even Matube, I am told that they have announced here. So I think PLI is a game changer step which has been taken. This may be the first step. At the same time now, a lot of people are talking about dedicated AC clusters. Each one is looking at you because your industry has given a commitment that probably this is going to be a very, very large employment opportunity, which is what his government is looking at. I think they are looking at you, you are looking at them, and together we can, and together we will. I'm pretty confident and committed to the success of this industry. At the same time, yes, it is very fair demand that we should take our own wealth in that national wealth. So this togetherness will take us to level next. Again, I'm repeating the same thing. Thank you very much.
Friends, now that moment has come. I request the President of Rata and President of Rama to sign an MOU. Let's all be a part of this historical moment, a jugalbandi between these two organizations. I would request Ajit also. Ajit sir, please.
Congratulations.
Now, may I request Mr. Kalyan Raman to please come forward and give a vote of thanks now?
You're the one who somewhere started it, so you deserve to be here.
Good afternoon, one and all. Thank you very much, Java-san, because once I told you have to be a little more involved in not only the manufacturing side, also look at the Rata side. So immediately he came forward and come to bless us. I think it's a great occasion where we have gone very long way. I would say it's something from the Rata conclave to this level now. It's a very long way we have come, and I foresee a lot of developments happening from here to the next level. I think that's a great occasion. This is a great occasion. This is not a start point. I would say it's a point where the rocket is launching, like kind of a thing. So from here we have to go up and move to the next orbits. I think I thank everyone for making sure that this happens. Thanks to Rama and all the people in Rama, as well as the Rata people who have taken such initiative. And Ajit, special thanks to you because you have been very closely following up for this day. And it is something which has happened. It's a dream come true for you, maybe. And I thank everyone for participating. And also, I've seen a lot of people in online giving a lot of, remarks and things like that. So it's a great involvement by all the industry. So look forward to see great moments further. We'll go to the next orbit very soon. Thank you very much for giving the opportunity to thank everyone. Thank you.